can go 18 miles at 13 miles per hour. The Ego is really light. At 13.9 pounds, it is really easy to carry around wherever you need to go. With the wireless remote, you can switch from Turtle to Rabbit to increase your speed, and Eco to Sport to increase your torque. When you push the slider forward on the remote, you will go faster, and to stop or slow down, you pull back. An LED light indicator on the remote shows you your board charge status and remote charge status. It will also vibrate when the board gets to 25% charge. In the smartphone app, you can view your speed and odometer to see your total distance traveled. When you slow down, the regenerative braking system charges the battery. There's a USB port to charge your remote or phone wherever you go. The rubber-mounted flexible battery and deck allows for a classic longboarding feel. Large 90mm wheels provide maximum traction even on rough surfaces. It's so fun to see the way people look and wonder how you're skating so easily.
Carbon series boards for Evolve was developed because I wanted to create a board that was light, high performance, and it doesn't look as though it's electric. We have two boards in the Carbon series. The all-terrain is more for the extreme rider and for the person who wants to commute in a city environments and bad terrains. And then when you get onto the Carbon Street series, that's a more precise longboarding feel. When you ride the board, because it's got the drop-through trucks, it's got such a low profile feel about it, it just feels like you're in total control when you're riding. So the board can actually be converted sort of within 5 minutes from the all-terrain setup to the longboard street setup. The benefits to the all-terrain is the fact that you can pretty much ride this board anywhere you want without having to stress about where you're riding. I wanted to create a board for the type of rider who also wants to go over those really bad footpaths or the dodgy inner city potholes or those little lips that the other boards can't really handle. Compared to other all-terrains on the market, you know, they weigh 30 to 40 kilos, whereas this board, it only weighs about sort of 10.5, 11 kilos. I chose carbon fibres because it's light, it's strong, and it can be shaped to the design I needed to make this board. And it just looks mean. We also use a high-performance, high-power brushless motor. By being able to use professional mountain board wheels, there's a few tyres that we can use. We can use the road slicks, which is great for pretty much all hard surfaces. But if you want to go that little bit extra, you can also put the off-road tyres on it too. So then you'll be able to get a little bit more traction if you're going over the grassy areas. All those materials together aid for a fantastic performance of the board. So it really turns the board into a super fun machine.
Boosted is kind of changing the world of electric vehicles, but in an unconventional way. 50% of all trips that people take in cars are under 5 miles, and that's 25% of all commutes.
The Boosted board really we see as our first product. We really think that this powertrain can allow us to reimagine what a vehicle can be.
So we started with something that's already really efficient. And then you use really efficient motors and really efficient batteries, and you design the electronics and the software really well. Then you get basically the lightest electric vehicle that's ever been made. So the last mile of transportation is this huge problem that hasn't been solved yet. Once you get off of a public transit system, whether it's a bus or a train or anything else, how do you get along that last mile to your destination? So what Boosted Boards does is it gives you a really portable vehicle that you can use in conjunction with public transit.
A normal longboard weighs about 8 pounds, and on our prototype boards we've added only 4 pounds. And we have a 6-mile range and a 20-mile-an-hour top speed, and we can climb hills. A couple years ago that would have been completely unheard of. But with that we've added regenerative braking, so not only can you stop easily, but you recharge the battery when you do it.
Right now we have some awesome partnerships. We're working with one of the best longboarding companies in the world, Loaded. And the idea behind that was we want to start with really great stuff.
We felt that it was important to keep this accessible to many people. Longboarding is actually closer to snowboarding and to surfing. We're taking that niche market of longboarders and being able to expand it so that it's easier for people to learn.
This is the lightest electric skateboard in the world, Stary. You can use it as transportation. Bring it along onto subways, buses, or even car trunks to a further distance. You can ride it to get breakfast or grocery a few blocks away. Never need to worry about parking or locking when entering a restaurant with your board. In fact, you can bring it to anywhere.
What we want is a revolution of electro skateboards. So we smash control boxes, threw batteries away, pull belts out, discard old motors, and redesign a brand new ultralight electric skateboard, which is Stary.
To provide unbelievably strong power, Stary has perfect power system to support high speed up to 20 miles per hour. And going uphill on a 30-degree slope.
With a small remote in hand, anyone even with no experience can easily control the board using our braking and accelerating features. Stary is safe and smooth to ride for all users from beginners to experts.